Jason Statham, the man who could probably knock you out with a single glare, is the ultimate embodiment of cool, calculated action. Born in Shirebrook, Derbyshire, England in 1967, Statham didn't exactly pop out of the womb roundhouse kicking bad guys. His path to superstardom was more like a series of high-stakes auditions for Who Wants to Be the Toughest Man Alive. Spoiler alert, he won. Before he was the cinematic king of action sequences, Statham was a diver. Yes, the man who now leaps out of moving cars and punches through walls once represented England in the Commonwealth Games as a competitive diver. Imagine that! Jason Statham in a Speedo, executing flips with the precision we now see in his fight scenes. It's almost poetic, really. But as much as he loved diving, fame didn't come with synchronized swimming, so he pivoted. Enter the world of modeling. Statham's chiseled jawline and smoldering eyes caught the attention of the fashion industry, and soon he was gracing campaigns for major brands. But let's be real, Jason Statham was never meant to just stand around looking pretty. He needed to do things, dangerous, explosive things. His big break came thanks to Guy Ritchie, who cast him in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels in 1998. Statham played a street-smart hustler, a role that was basically the British equivalent of someone who could sell sand to a camel. His performance was raw, gritty, and dripping with charisma. It wasn't just a debut, it was a declaration: Hollywood, I'm coming for you. From there, he became the poster child for adrenaline-fueled movies. The Transporter series turned him into a household name, and let's be honest, no one could have pulled off driving an Audi that fast while looking that calm. Statham wasn't just acting, he was redefining badass. He didn't just drive cars, he launched them off ramps. He didn't just fight, he turned fight choreography into a brutal ballet. Then came roles in movies like Crank, where his character needed to keep his heart rate up or die, basically a metaphor for Statham's entire career. He's been in The Expendables, a franchise so testosterone-filled it probably raised global beard growth rates. And of course there's his unforgettable turn as Deckard Shaw in the Fast and Furious franchise, where he went toe-to-toe with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Their on-screen battles were less fights and more seismic events that could probably be detected by NASA. What makes Statham so compelling is his ability to do it all without breaking a sweat, or his deadpan expression. He doesn't need to crack jokes, his mere presence is the punchline. His characters are often men of few words but many punches, and somehow that makes him even more intimidating. Throw in his signature British accent, and you've got a recipe for someone who could calmly tell you you're about to die, and you'd thank him for the courtesy. Off-screen, Statham is surprisingly chill for a guy who spends most of his time saving the world on film. He's been in a long-term relationship with supermodel Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, proving that even when he's not taking down villains, he's still winning at life. Together, they're like the British version of Hollywood royalty, less tiaras, more leather jackets and sunglasses. What's remarkable about Jason Statham is his consistency. While some actors dabble in different genres, Statham knows his niche, and he dominates it. Explosions, car chases, and hand-to-hand combat are his bread and butter. But beneath the tough guy exterior, you get the sense that he's in on the joke. He knows his movies are over the top, and he leans into it with a smirk that says, "Yeah, I just drove a car through a building. What of it?" Jason Statham isn't just an action star, he's a genre unto himself. He's the guy you call when you need someone to defuse a bomb, dismantle an entire gang, and rescue a hostage all before lunch. With his signature mix of grit, charm, and no-nonsense intensity, he's cemented his place as one of the coolest and most reliable stars in Hollywood. Whether he's diving into a pool or jumping out of a plane, Jason Statham always lands on his feet and makes it look ridiculously good.